95.1, 100.7 The Rock. You're listening to The Rock Indie Show. I'm your host, Theresa, and you just heard Ballad of Humanity, and that was the Golden Eagles, and that track was actually written by Neil Tupling from the band, and I have him in studio right now. He's also in the band Final Stage. Hello, Neil.
Hi. How are you?
Good. We both said at the same time.
We're in sync.
We are. All right, so let's start with some of your biggest influences.
Definitely Alice in Chains is probably the starting point. I used to be in a band called Lost Souls Division, and that's something that was really big with us. Every year we would do an Alice in Chains tribute. We'd just do Alice in Chains songs all night, and we played the Dirt album in its entirety. So that was a lot of fun. We actually had a reunion show for that in January.
Oh, cool.
So that was fun.
Why don't you tell us what's going on with the Golden Eagles? I haven't seen much about you guys lately.
Jamie's really busy right now doing a new album. I think he got some funding actually from Blackburn Radio to do a new record, and he's working on that. And he's in Dave Russell and the Precious Stones. So he's very busy with those two projects. Once he's done that, we've kind of talked about it. We have about 5 songs that are kind of sitting in the wings, waiting to be fleshed out. We may get back together and do something later on in the year once he's done with Dave Russell and his own project.
Okay, and what about Final Stage? When did you join that band?
Last summer, I joined Final Stage, and they'd been looking for a bass player for quite a while to actually let Josh, the original bass player, step up and play guitar alongside Brandon so that they could have like the twin guitar attack a la Iron Maiden kind of in a way. So they knew that I wasn't very busy last summer, so they asked me to come on out and help them out on bass. So I was happy to do that, and it was a lot of fun learning their songs and some cover songs as well. Got some shows together at the Blind Dog and the Coach last summer. We actually recorded one, and it's on the new disc that came out last summer. Live at the Coach is the B side of the disc.
So you've got 2 really different bands going then, the Golden Eagles and Final Stage. So what made you want to be in these? You're into kind of upbeat rock and then metal as well?
Well, yeah, just good music in general. And from my heart, I'm a metal guy, going way back to when I was in high school and stuff like that. And it's always been a lot of fun for me. But I found myself, my first band, Lost Souls Division, broke up. And I had all this equipment, and I knew I had to play in a band. And I didn't really have anything going on after that band broke up. So I knew that Jamie Realm's band, Foreign Film Star, had broken up shortly thereafter. Of anybody on this scene, I knew he was an amazing frontman, so I wanted to be in a band with him. So I harassed him for a while and finally got him to agree to set up some jam sessions, and we got a drummer and just started writing songs, and the Golden Eagles happened. So that was a lot of fun.
All right, so you have a big show coming up with Final Stage.
Yeah, May 20th at the Blind Dog. We're opening for Anvil. They had a documentary out a couple years ago called The Anvil Story. Anybody who's seen that, it's kind of a cross between, Spinal Tap meets
That's
Fubar.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's
so I was like,
funny.
Is this real? And it is.
I think there is a little bit of tongue-in-cheek to it, but for the most part, yeah, it's the real deal.
Yeah, that was a good documentary.
Yeah, we're pretty excited for that.
So how did that come to be?
Gateway Shows was putting it together, and we got on the bill that way.
Did you apply, or they just kind of knew you?
I think Brandon, frontman of Final Stage, has a relationship with Jay Soulier at Gateway Shows, so that's how they put that together.
Very nice. Okay, and what other local bands do you like playing with, since you have such a broad spectrum of music?
Oh, we're going back a ways there. Lunacy was always a lot of fun playing with them. Final Stage, actually, when I was in Lost Souls Division, we used to gig together back in the day. Betrayer, they're also on the Anvil bill. Perpetuate is on that bill as well. I think you had them in studio a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
They're new and exciting. Anonymous Bosch, they're a lot of fun. They have some good shows going on locally. The Vaudevillionaires, they were a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think they're doing a reunion very soon as well. It's like a charity show. Them, Anonymous Bosch, and a couple other bands at Fog.
So being also a person who's been in bands for, how many years have you been playing in bands, actually?
About 5 years.
About 5 years. So what would be a good suggestion for other people who are trying to start a band, but they don't really know how to go about it?
Oh, just meet people and jam. Have fun, and if things are going right, it'll come together for you. You'll come up with a silly name. That's how the Golden Eagles started. We were just jamming, and somebody said, what's at the top of the food chain, like a golden eagle. It's a super predator. We're just kidding around, but it's stuck.
Like, that's great.
Yeah.
Let's go with it. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for coming in. We're going to play a track by Final Stage now off of Game Over called
Lady of Pain.
Lady of Pain. So do you want to intro it all?
Lady of Pain. It's a song that Brandon wrote in Final Stage, and it's kind of based on that classic heavy metal, 80s style heavy metal. It's just a fun song.
All right, cool. Well, here is Final Stage members include Neil Tupling, and thank you for coming in and chatting with me.
Great, thank you.
Here is Lady of Pain by Final Stage on 95.1, 100.7, The Rock.